let's reveal our dirty secrets.
Okay, Andrei, what have you...
Yeah, hello, I'm Kate, and все.
So, who are you and what do you do at Gurtam?
I'm Andrei from FSP team. I'm in charge of marketing at FSP. And what about you?
I'm Zoya. I'm working at Gurtam brand team, and actually recently I was asked by my small nephew about what I do at work and why I'm constantly busy, and I guess I found the best answer that I'm doing everything to promote the company and to make people know its name and its services and products and make it in a decent way, I'd say.
So we are together with Gurtam for more than 7 years. Katya, could you please introduce yourself?
Of course. Hello, I'm Kate, and as Nastya mentioned, I've been with Gurtam for over 7 years. So now I focus on what I enjoy most: people, communication, and making our partners community stronger.
Hi everyone, my name is Nastya. My official position is the VP of Marketing. And of course, I'm not doing it just myself. I have an amazing team of almost 20 people across 2 countries, and Katya is for sure one of the best team members.
Why did you actually decide to go into marketing? So was it like the plan?
Well, no, it wasn't a plan. Just happened like that I always loved things communicated beautifully and affecting people in a way that makes them motivated, inspires them to do something. So I loved it all the time. And actually, recently I talked to some of my university mates, and we found out that actually I'm the only person from our group who is doing professionally what we have been taught to do.
So Katya, how it had happened that you become a marketeer? Was it always a part of the plan or not really?
You know, nothing happens by accident. And one day I had to choose between sales and marketing. I picked marketing.
Hooray!
So that one decision brought me here, and I'm really glad that it did. And what about you?
Well, my story is maybe more straightforward, since when I was 17, graduating from school, I thought I need a creative job, and marketing came up to my mind. And this is how you imagine marketing when you're 17. So sitting in a fancy marketing agency with a cigarette late at night with a glass of wine, you know, creating those crazy ideas.
Like an Emily in Paris, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. But it was nice in Minsk, but anyway. So what was it in reality? Like, none of this. Actually, it appeared that marketing was more about numbers and hypotheses. It was more math than feelings. Math, I mean mathematics, not the math, but actually it's math as well, a bit. And actually I really enjoyed it.
What would you name as the biggest marketer's nightmare?
Actually, when you lose like years of trust. So you, like one poorly chosen word, something like that, and you're just gone. Because some things, they like, you know, stick in people's minds. And so you can't undo them.
Well, I have too many.
Too many?
I'm not sleeping well. So it's all the time like wrong communication being spread out, or some sensitive information that somehow slip and get to the media, or you just get your budget too high than the one that was expected, or some product information has changed and you didn't manage to inform all the teams involved in all the channels, so there is some discrepancy between what is everywhere. So yeah, you'd better stop me.
Yep, stop, please stop it. Too much. You're not a nightmare for me.
All the time. Yeah.
Never thought of this.
What's your worst nightmare? Could you share with us?
Yes, there are many of them. Following up on what I just said would be actually wrong message to mass communication channels, and that's why I would never be an email marketeer. I would be the person with shaking hands and gray hair. And what about you, Kate? What is your worst nightmare?
Oh, I have a story for you. But first, of course, it's about wrong data going live.
Oh yeah.
Like typos, wrong dates, or wrong links. Like that time we were preparing for ExpoSec in Brazil, and one tiny typo, and we probably invited everyone to ExpoSec. Let's just say not quite the event we were aiming for.
What do you love about your job, Andrei?
You can say I'm truly introvert, so I'm scared. I'm even terrified of public speaking, being on camera, and
Exactly where we are now.
yeah, being in the spotlight like this in general. But it's kind of weird thing because marketing pushes me to open up, to do things I would never done before otherwise. So do you feel the same?
Yeah, absolutely. I really love that marketing is evolving so fast, and sometimes even too fast. However, we need to adapt and do everything. And I could say that I love to see the result of what we do, but actually I also love the process.
Katya, if I may, what do you love most about your job?
Oh, I love people. I love helping them find answers, solutions, and even inspiration. I love connecting people from different regions and watching magic happen when they realize they are not alone in their challenges. And what about you?
Wow, I can totally relate to what you're saying. Actually, my favorite part of the job is when the big project that was seen as a very scary, as a very terrifying, finally was implemented, and you see the results and you think, wow, it looks like it's a very easy one, but it was a complicated one. Also, very much connected to what you, Katya, just shared is talking to people, because I really enjoy talking to people from, Uganda to Ukraine, from Brazil to, say, Sri Lanka, to understand that people are all same, no matter from where they are. And of course, what I also like is that every day I have something new on my plate. Many people say that B2B is like boring to boring, but it's definitely not. But I can also imagine that this work might be very nervous. So if we talk about this, what usually really gets on your nerves?
I have an answer for that.
For sure.
When someone needs something super urgently. Like, Kate, please, I needed it yesterday. And then silence. Then disappear. No feedback, no follow-up.
No, nothing.
Nothing. I really hope you actually needed it, because I moved heaven and earth for that one.
I can relate completely. Yes, there are two things from my side actually that get on my nerves. First, when the ideas are thrown in like this, without any understanding. What is the strategy? Is it important? Is it not important? Just, let's do it because we can do it.
Okay, ready, steady, go. We have a list of questions. Instagram Reels or LinkedIn?
LinkedIn posts.
LinkedIn, home sweet home for us.
A/B testing or gut instinct?
A/B testing.
A/B testing.
I think that instinct is the start, and then you just understand where you're right or not with the A/B testing. So both again.
Creative brainstorm or data dashboard?
Creative brainstorm.
Creative brainstorm.
Both, if I may, because
Hey!
cheating a bit.
Yeah.
Email marketing or paid social?
Email marketing.
Email marketing.
Actually, a mix.
So, clean and refined or loud and playful?
I will go for the clean one.
The first, clean and refined.
It depends.
Okay.
5K budget and creative freedom or 50K and strict rules?
I'll vote for freedom, but hopefully in VLN marketing we have both the budgets and the freedom, so that's why I enjoy my job a lot.
5K and creative freedom.
Strict rules.
And 50K.
50K.
And strict rules.
I take 50K.
And my favorite, sprint or marathon?
Marathon.
Oh, definitely a marathon.
Marathon.
Test everything or lunch and learn?
Test everything.
Lunch and learn.
Lunch and learn.
Trend jacking or playing the long game?
Long game.
Long game. Long game.
The long game, obviously.
That's the answer from the B2B marketeer.
How do you tell the difference between an idea that is genuinely good and the one that just pretends?
Good. Well, it's the idea that could work only once, I believe. So it's so perfect for the moment that makes it really genius. Because mostly all ideas, all nice ideas, they look good on slides, but when you try to try them in real life, they just fall apart. So I don't think that I could clarify better. But what do you think? Do you agree?
Well, I never tell the difference between these types of ideas. I prefer just to take it and implement it because actually it's a good combination of many factors behind every idea. You can have a very bright insight, but then poor implementation or wrong channel or wrong communication pattern that you have chosen or a wrong audience. So I prefer the approach when you just do take the idea and implement it and see the results immediately. So fail fast, improve fast, and then go forward.
Well, talking about the ideas, Katya, how would you define which idea is genuinely a good one versus one that just looks nice?
I believe it's all about how your target audience reacts. Because one idea can be super stylish, super creative, chef's kiss. But if it doesn't click with your audience, if it doesn't solve their problems, so it's nothing. So you know what I mean.
Yes, absolutely. And I also think that the genuinely good idea still makes sense when you open it the next day after a coffee in the morning. You just open this deck or the Jira tasks and you see, okay, let's try this. Because actually, before you try, you'll never know. There are so many circumstances that can actually influence the success. So the faster you try, the faster you learn. Maybe fail probably, but that's why I'm a fan of, trying the new ideas on a super small scale just to understand whether it was a good one or not.
So maybe you can say or share what gets on your nerves.
I hate when plans change suddenly without no obvious reason. And surely the classic one, so marketing is easy.
I just listen to you and feel the pain. Actually, what I don't like the most is that we sometimes need to act without a strategy, and I might be too old-fashioned, but I expect the strategy of this some kind of synchronized vision of what we would like to reach in the end, and then build the tactics and everything. So when we don't have it, it's not that easy.
Yes, the second thing that really goes on my nerves is when people fail to deliver what they committed to, because we are super much interconnected. We depend on each other, we really are in super coordination, and when someone failed the deadline, it's painful. And actually the third one is when you get 100% chat GPT emails, like as if you're talking to robots. So this really, makes me cringe so hard that it hurts.
What do you think, if we talk about market, what has changed?
Yeah, I would say the speed of everything, because it seems that we are overloaded with communication messages from all the brands, and you just need to have a very strong basis as a company, as a brand, to stand out and to build something really powerful on top of your values, on top of your belief in, on top of your product. What about you? What do you observe?
Well, my observation is probably socials. Socials went crazy. So in recent years, I noticed that you can even build your own brand or launch a product and everything just happening right in the feed.
Yeah, so the speed, I guess, is something that we share in these observations. And of course, AI everywhere.
Yeah.
How can you forget about it?
Nastya, from your experience, what changed most in marketing over the past few years?
Well, a lot, but to sum up, I would name it complexity, because you have much more tools, much more channels, much more stakeholders, and all at the same time with your end users or your partners that are waiting for the super personalized communication as soon as possible in all the touch points at the same time. Oof. Exactly, oof.
And now it's time for some serious talk. Let's unveil some secrets. What are the tricks that people typically don't notice?
How easily we get hooked. So how we are fooling ourselves. Because I believe that most of our decisions are thoughtful, that we know what we are doing. But actually we don't. And if you get behind the patterns, you can easily predict people's behavior, and you can even forecast their decisions. Do you feel the same as well? Or maybe there's other kind of tricks?
Every time you see that something is running out of stock, like a couple of days left until some offer is active, valid, it might be just partially true, so you shouldn't believe it fully.
let's reveal our dirtiest secrets. Katya, which of the marketing trick you know that people never notice?
I believe the illusion of popularity created by noise. If you hear something about a project or a trend everywhere, it's easy to assume that it must be great.
This is how I buy sneakers, actually. Regarding the B2B stuff, I would say that the white papers that exist not for educational purposes but for grabbing your email would be also, I think, the marketing trick, and also the FOMO that creates it by the limited offer, those exclusive opportunities, or just 2 tickets left on this price. It's also kind of marketing tricks. I would also discuss the point that many partners of ours, they still think that Sasha Kushino is dropping them emails personally. Well, secrets revealed, it's done by email marketeer via MailChimp.
Can you tell me what has been your favorite marketing or communication project with Gurtam so far, and what made it stand out for you?
Well, actually, the very first FlesbyConf back in 2023, and definitely this year's conference.
Followed by its name.
Telematics and connected mobility. The first one was a big success, thankfully to the whole Gurtam marketing family. So I would definitely couldn't have pulled it off alone. So it's like, for me personally, it's like a final boss battle.
Nastya, could you remember your favorite marketing project?
Actually, there are many of them, but to name one, I would say it's IT Project of the Year, probably for the first time. The idea behind this contest was to go beyond the market, to go beyond our existing communication, existing partners and leads, to show ourselves that we are the real market experts. We received about maybe 100 of applications, 100 of projects from, 40 countries. We received really huge media coverage. We were using those information for years for business cases, library, for example. And then we had 2 more flights of this project, which also proves that this one is very successful. Caitlin, what about you? What's your favorite marketing project? Because you had a lot of them in Gurtam.
Yeah, but it's definitely Telematics Conference 2019. We brought together almost 600 IT professionals from around the world. And I still remember how much thought we put into building the agenda, creating ways for partners to truly connect, and even packing gift bags and introducing our legendary telematics socks. You remember them, right?
Yes, for sure. This was the first time we introduced them, and now they're kind of, the industry standard.
Our partners still like them.
And still wear, and they're still sharing the photos to WhatsApp group. Well, this being said, hope you enjoyed our show. Let's call it like this.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nope.